in Ezra chapter 9 that we discovered that the people of Judah had intermarried. They had children, they moved on with their lives, and really having given little thought to God's purpose and design for them. Chapter 10, the final chapter in Ezra's account, opens as Ezra is in the midst of prayer and confession on behalf of the people for their unfaithfulness to God. Ezra's in the midst of this lament when he's approached by a large number of the people, including men, women, and children from the community who are likewise lamenting how off track the people had become. It appeared as though God had heard Ezra's prayer and the people were now coming to their senses, right, and expressing the desire to get back into right standing with God. There's one man in particular by the name of Shechaniah that really brings a voice of the people of Judah to Ezra. He says this in verse 2, "We have been unfaithful to our God and have married foreign women from the peoples of the land, yet now there is hope for Israel in spite of this." It was the Chinese philosopher Lao that said a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And it was in that single sentence spoken by Shechaniah that the journey to restoration began for the people of Judah. But as you and I both know, good intentions don't always equal obedience. If the people of Judah truly desired to get right with God, something had to change. It had to be more than just good thoughts or lofty words. There had to be a plan. Thankfully for the people of Judah, Shechaniah came onto the scene with more than just a few tears, right, over what had transpired among his people. He proceeds to map out a plan. Listen to what he says in verse 3. He says, "So now let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and their children according to the counsel of my Lord and of those who tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law." In other words, they weren't going to just acknowledge that they were wrong. They were going to make it right. In verse 4, Shechaniah, this spokesperson for the people of Judah, brings this whole idea home when he looks at Ezra square in the face and he says, "Arise, for this matter is your responsibility, but we will be with you. Be courageous and act." You know, it's in these first several verses of Ezra chapter 10 that I see a powerful model for you and I as well. God desires more than just our grief over the wrongs that we've committed. He wants more than just words. He longs for more than just a well thought out plan. For the people of Judah to really get back on track, the weeping had to turn into walking. And the same is true for you and I as well. God desires movement. God desires change. He desires progress in our lives. Let's make a commitment today to be about more than just words. Let's make a commitment to movement. Be encouraged and keep moving forward.